So when you're posting on Marketplace, should you be going and touring the apartments first or posting the generic ones online? And what I say to do here is to do both pretty much at the same time is go online, find the pictures, upload those to Marketplace. But first is just narrow it down as I was telling you to narrow down in the other video, which is Class A, newest apartments at the best price. So if you go just off those three variables, then once you've got some really good options, upload those so you're not missing a day, right? Pick 4 or 5, get those uploaded, and then go see the apartment so you get an eye for that. One, they actually look like they look like in the pictures, and then also so you get an idea. Ask the leasing agent as many questions as possible, such as how the specials work. That's a big one. Sometimes they have specials that are only going for a few weeks, and they may stop at a certain month. So if somebody's got a certain move-in date, get an idea for the amount of units they have available. What you'll find is the more units they have available, the lower the price. So you really want to be getting apartments that are, you know, that have a bunch of availability, because once you start getting these leads through, you can do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 leases in a month or two. So that's what we do a lot of the time. We'll pick a place that's price dropped and then go in and really just lease back to back to back, because we know pretty much we've scanned the whole area. We know these are the best deals in the area. So, and it's normally one, it's not 2 or 3 of the best deals. It's normally one exact one that you literally stand there and go, look, this is the absolute best deal in Uptown at the moment. This is the absolute best deal in Frisco at the moment. And so you can say that confidently. We've just had a price drop here where 2 bedrooms have just hit a price that they've never been at before. So the second that happens, I know this is the best deal in the area because I know the area. You'll find you'll get to know your market very quickly, and you can discuss everything else, all the other options with people that maybe they're discussing. So you may want to see a few others. I normally don't like to tour apartments unless I'm physically out touring with a client, because I feel like it wastes time, but maybe for your first few. But make sure you narrow down to the good ones, because I'm telling you, those ones that are Class A, built within a few years and good pricing, are going to beat out all the Class Bs and all the older ones anyway. So that's going to cut down a lot of time. Then once you get there, take the pictures of all the units and then take those pictures and upload them and create 2 listings for the same property. And you'll find you'll get different leads off both, because the property will look different in your pictures to what they do online. Sometimes they do a great job with pictures online. Sometimes they do a terrible job. My favorite apartment that I do the most leases at has terrible pictures online. And a lot of the time people don't even want to come see it, because they're like, oh, I looked it up online. I'll be like, trust me, this is my top seller. This is the one that most people end up living in. Come check it out. So to answer that question is, once you get started, you want to be doing, yes, Marketplace and going out and touring the properties pretty much at the same time, but only pick 3 or 4 to get started with. And then you're a subject matter expert in those 3 or 4, because you've asked them all the questions, you've asked them everything you need to know about them. So then when you talk to people on the phone, you can talk confidently, and you can leave it to a limited amount of knowledge, right? Is, out of all the apartments I've seen, this is my favorite, and anything to do with, and I normally like to, is if you have a more limited knowledge set, right, is you can just tell them the truth of what you did. I went through all the apartments in said area. I got them, the newest that are Class A, that are at the best pricing. I went and toured them, and out of touring all of those, this is the best one I found. So I think you should really come check it out. And that's a lot more enticing for somebody to come and see, rather than, oh, let me find you 15 options and we'll go see them all, right? As you just hear my voice, immediately they lose credibility. Oh yeah, no, I'll see what I can find, right? And these sort of not verbs, but these sort of phrases are what other agents say a ton of. And the second they say that, right, it's, you don't know your subject matter, you don't know your market. I'm going to use somebody that does, right? Is if you went to a store and they said, oh, I'm looking for, this, that, and the other. And they went, oh yeah, no, I have no idea, but I'll go look. You know, it's like you'd be like, okay, this person, do they work here? Do they not? Type thing. So what we're getting paid for is our knowledge and our subject matter expertise. So you've got to develop that first, and then the selling becomes easy after that. But getting to know them is really, and that's why we do this no selling sales. Is it will show you how to sell without selling, just because you know the subject matter so well.